It is Friday. I have a beer. Life is good. Welcome to the Sunshine State Happy Hour powered by FloridaBeerPlug.com. This is Dave, your host and author. Is with me as always is Steve, who now desperately wants to go to Sarasota and where else are we going? Sanford,
the land area.
Tallahassee. Oh, just wait. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff in North Florida next week.
Lake City,
so
Gainesville.
Just wait. Got a couple guests on today's show, and they're actually in the new facility for Brew Life Brewing, which hasn't even opened yet, has it?
Oh, it's been open. Been open for a little while.
Okay.
I feel like
three-year anniversary in April.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Nice. I think I got my Life breweries mixed up. I'm thinking of the one in Pasco. All right, so being the one with the shortest beard, I will go ahead and make all the introductions. So we have Tommy Thomsen, host of the Beer and Sunshine Show, which you can find on YouTube and Facebook and wherever fine, awesome podcast shows are found.
That is correct. That is correct.
Awesome.
Yeah. Been doing it for probably close to 4 years now. This year, 2020, is what we're calling our season 4. So at different points, when I started the show, it was me and a buddy. That lasted for maybe a couple episodes. And it was me and my buddy and his wife, another set of friends, and then last year was Nikki and Susie. Nikki is the marketing person for Big Top Brewing Company here in Sarasota. Big Top's also our home base for the show, because that's where it all got started. It wasn't for them and their support, really probably would have never got off the ground. And then Susie is, I think she's a brewer at Motorworks these days. I think that she's doing
nice.
Two awesome women, really big in the craft beer scene. Nikki Drinks Craft on Instagram. She's got close to 10,000 followers. She's awesome. Does some really cool stuff on there. And then Susie on Tap on Instagram also. And both lovely girls, really awesome, really smart. And so then this year here, now season 4, my buddy Scott Leavitt here, Hopster Nation and brewsware.com. He's going to be coming on, doing some of these shows with me. Hopefully all of them. We'll see what happens. Depends on what goes on. But thanks for having us.
Thanks. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, Scott, I was taking a look at the website, taking a look at the merchandise. You got some of in front of it, but Hopster Nation is much more than just a clothing line. It's sort of a movement, if you say. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It all started from drinking beer, obviously. I was out one night. I'm kind of a hipster in my way, and I love craft beer. But I like the whole vibe about craft beer and the movement and how people socialize. We just over the bridge. We have about 30 minutes to St. Pete, one of my favorite spots. Kind of inspired me because just the demographic of people that do drink craft beer. You got guys with suits next to guys with dreads, and no one cares. They're just enjoying, a great IPA or whatever of their choice. And I just wanted to start a movement on, let's stress the fact that we're all enjoying ourselves. We're all enjoying craft beer, and we're just cool. So came up with the design. Have about 10 different hopsters trying to fit, different personalities, whether you're man bun type guy or flat bill or, backwards hat. And just trying to, create the Hopster Nation to, have us all out and about, and we all have the same love for beer, and it's all about friendship and just having good times. So I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate doing this with Tommy. Known him for a while, and actually I guess our personalities, we were introduced to each other actually by the owner at Big Top. Thought that we would be a good mix. So so far so good.
And funny story, I was literally a week away from recreating his design and making it a Beer and Sunshine shirt. I had no idea it even existed. And somebody said to me one day, you know what you should do? And they described his design exactly. And I thought, that is awesome. I was like, it kind of even looks like me. I'm going to do it. And I was about to commission my wife to make that same design. And then a week later, I meet him. And I was like, man, thank goodness I didn't rip off your design there. That would have been terrible.
Yeah. So that's fun, man.
That's
fun to grow it to, I could be the ultimate hopster and just bounce around. not only Florida, but get this thing going nationwide and just have some fun with it, make a living. I mean, how much tougher would life be if you just were Hopster?
Nice. So you got a lot of really cool things in front of you. I'm kind of jealous of the spread that you have. How much of that is actually going to go in your stomachs today?
We're actually probably going to have one each. I'm drinking a guava IPA, pink. It's got a mosaic hop, 7%. And he's drinking a brown, and it's a 5.4. And that's what we're enjoying. It's a really good beer here, locally brewed. So yeah, don't be so jealous because we're having one. We're being responsible right now.
Yeah.
Later, maybe not.
Yeah, these guys were nice enough to let us do this here in their tasting room here at Brew Life. And like I said, Big Top's kind of my home base, but Brew Life, these guys are like family as well. Tommy, who is one of the owners here, is Tommy and Mick. Tommy's actually the head brewer here, and he's really he's the guy that runs the operations and things at the brew house at Big Top Brewing Company. We've worked together a little bit. I worked for Big Top for about 6 months back in 2018. I was working there in the brew house, cleaning kegs and helping to move beer, move the beer, do some deliveries and stuff like that. Some of the distributors. So I've got a little bit of hands-on experience in craft beer. And so actually we've got some Big Top brews here. We've got Wellies, which is a fantastic lager. And we've got their hazy IPA, which is just outrageous. It's really, really, really delicious stuff. A couple of Beer and Sunshine items. People can go on our the Beer and Sunshine Facebook page, and they can purchase T-shirts and some of these cool glasses. This glass here has a logo on it, comes in that neat little bag. And then we're just displaying some of the great beers here at Brew Life. Like you said, the pink guava, the what is it called?
Brown.
Dude, it's brown. I think it's called.
Dude, it's brown.
And then there's another one there. The other one I think is it banana? Yes, this is the Banana Foster's Wheat Heavy, and that is some tasty stuff. I think I've had all their beers here. Probably one night. That was.
That's amazing. That sounds utterly amazing. Steve, it looks like you're about to be attacked by ninjas or something, but what are you drinking?
What is this one called? Something stout? I don't remember anymore.
Question for us? Missed it.
Oh, no, I was asking Steve what was going on with him. He seems to be knee-deep in something, so I will let him go for a few minutes.
It's the Cavaca Stout.
I was gonna ask who the other person was that was on this.
Yeah, it says Steve. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Steve, our co-host.
Yeah, it's okay.
He
I'm
just
done.
got his
It's
shipment.
fine.
You are. I mean, come on. He got his Tave-Hour shipment from Oregon, so he's been enjoying all of that.
West Coast beers.
Exactly.
Coming from Chicago this time too.
Oh, nice.
You guys are on the east coast of Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Fort
we
Lauderdale
are.
or Daytona?
Yeah, Fort
Further
Lauderdale.
south,
What's
Fort
the beer?
Lauderdale.
Oh, what? 26
What's the
degrees
beer scene
is.
like over there, guys?
It's awesome. Love the beer scene over here.
It's exploding quite a bit. It's there's a lot going on. There's a lot of, I mean, you got the basics like you mentioned, 26 degrees. A lot. I don't know who are the sort of the big players. Biscayne is everywhere.
Biscayne.
MIA is sort of everywhere. Due South.
MIA is everywhere. Due South is everywhere. Saltwater is getting everywhere.
Make a trip over there sometime and come and enjoy some tasty beverages with you guys.
Oh, absolutely. Well, what kind of things are you into? Because it's funny. In Sarasota, the Sarasota Bradenton area is really kind of starting to become its own little beer hub with, you've had J-Dubs forever. You have Motorworks, who's just their outdoor area is absolutely stunning.
Amazing, right? So much fun.
Darwin's been around, and it's not exactly difficult to find Big Top because they're right on 75.
Yeah, you gotta pull over on 75 and off the fence.
Yeah, ours the scene over here though is more hidden than that. Like,
yeah, the cool thing is Big Top has pretty good distribution. In 2018, I helped them build other new locations in Pensacola and Gainesville.
Yeah,
and they're pretty widely distributed here in Florida in general. And then in Pensacola and Gainesville, they have restaurants there. The food is amazing. There's Chef Dan. Shout out to Chef Dano up there in Pensacola. He is amazing. He's an incredible chef. Really, really well-known guy. World renowned, if I'm not mistaken. And when you try his food, you don't doubt it for a second. I guess he was at a big Hilton property or something for many years, and then Big Top was able to steal him away, and he does some really amazing things up there. And that brewery is one of the coolest breweries you will ever walk into anywhere in the country. It's really amazing, really fun place.
Interesting. And that's the one in Pensacola.
Yeah, the one. I mean, Gainesville's nothing to sneeze at either. Gainesville is pretty gorgeous as well. Yeah, both locations up there are really stunning. Really stunning.
Well, I guess that answers the question, because I was always under the impression that they were just tap rooms, and Sarasota was the main production brewery that would make the beers to send to the other locations. But it sounds like that is not the case.
You are half right. So the main production facility is here in Sarasota, but there is no restaurant. Then when you go to Gainesville, Pensacola, they're actually brewing small batches there as well, and then they have some amazing
full restaurant.
Pensacola, that's the one that if you had to pick one of the three to visit, of course I'd say come here to Sarasota and visit with us first.
Yeah.
And then make your way up to Pensacola and check them both out. Pick Gainesville on the way to Pensacola, do all three. That's how you should do it.
Well, I was going to say, there's enough going on. I guess Sarasota Bradenton sort of is considered one entity, even though they're technically separate cities, technically separate counties. Or is there really sort of a Sarasota scene and a separate Bradenton scene?
Well, if you live here, you know the difference. Sarasota looks down on Bradenton. They call them Bradentucky. Bradenton doesn't like Sarasota. They're a bunch of uppity driving, Lambos.
Watching the Pirate games.
The cool thing about it is it doesn't matter when you're getting into the craft beer scene. You don't have any of that. You're not posing. No one's posing when they go into a tap room. We're all just tapping the beers that we want, drinking with each other, and enjoying it. And that's what I really dig about the craft beer scene is that very fact. No one cares what you're driving, what's in the parking lot. Once you walk in, leave all your worries behind and enjoy the newest brew that's being.
No, it's always been a very.
That's the whole thing. Just kind of be cool about life, and that's like I said, the movement with Hopster Nation.
The beer scene has always been that very welcoming community too, though.
And
like everybody sit down, drink a beer.
What we're hoping is that all these guys are going to be back after all this, coronavirus thing going on, and that's our biggest fear, that we don't lose some of our friends, through this. So, we're doing different things. I was doing a shout out to the breweries, giving them some, love, trying to figure out some other ways to, just bring presents to their to go, because they need us now more than ever, and that's what we're working on too. Really pumping this thing up so that we can get more exposure to our friends and the breweries that are out there that aren't our friends yet. And we're also hoping, we have to make a living, but hoping to get our swag into these locations. And, we both went on that one too. We're selling, and we get more people, wearing what we were pushing. So, but it's exciting. It's a good thing. Hopefully, like I said, we make a living doing this and keep going strong.
Excellent. Yeah, and you're actually very good. You tend to share and shout out breweries on a regular basis. Do you try to stick with any particular region? Do you try to be within Sarasota, Bradenton, or are you kind of going up and down the West Coast? Really, how big is your general focus, both of your focuses, when it comes to who you want to showcase?
I don't want to stop it. My ultimate goal would be like to have an ambassador in every city. Ultimate goal. Have a Hopster in Atlanta, have a Hopster in Orlando, and then grow the brand. Kind of like their own little communities that can that go to one, where you go into Sarasota, where you're from Atlanta, and you find Hopsters. That's my vision. But right now it was an idea to do shout outs. So I was trying to touch on the locals not particularly just because we have so many. I think we have about 100 that range within maybe 100 miles apart. So I was focusing on that, but not to say that I'm not trying to, get in with the big boys either, down the road. But I think the little guys need more help right now than the big boys that have, basically sold out to the bigger boys. So our goal is to try to keep these guys alive while this thing going on.
And if I could add to that, over the years doing the Beer and Sunshine Show, the Tampa Bay area here on the west coast of Florida, as Scott said, there's probably over 100 breweries these days, and it's been that way for quite a while. And, you get new breweries that pop up, some come and go. Most seem to stick around for quite a while. But it's in general, you usually have about 100 breweries in the Tampa Bay area within about an hour from each other, total drive time. So when we were doing the show originally, we did local stuff here in Sarasota. And then the second run of the show, most of that was done north of Tampa. So, I think I probably sat down and talked with over 50 breweries or so here in the Tampa Bay area. What's up to all my Beer and Sunshine friends? We tried to get our T-shirts and things like that into each individual brewery. And going forward, something that we're working on is as we get breweries to help us to sell our wares, 5% of the profit of the proceeds are going to go back to the bartending staff. It was an idea my wife came up with here recently, where because of the quarantine and bartenders not being able to work, we gave 25% of our profits back to the folks at Big Top Brewing Company, because currently they're the only ones that are helping us sell our stuff. You can go in their tasting room, you can buy Hopster gear, you can buy the Beer and Sunshine stuff. But going forward down the road, we hope that more brewers are going to pick up the stuff, and then we'll be able to get back to their employees and really support the craft beer scene. Because with this whole thing from the beginning, I always thought you can't go to a brewery and ask them for money for anything. So many people go to breweries and they're constantly trying to get them to pay them to help them with their social media and things like that. You got people that'll come in and they'll do trivia nights. There's all sorts of different ways that you can get money from a brewery. My goal with Beer and Sunshine has always been to help them make more money, to support them, and to really just support the craft beer scene overall. So I think my wife came up with a pretty good strategy to do that, and that's just to give a small portion back to the bartending staff. Because what's better than telling someone to buy a Hopster shirt as a bartender, knowing that you're going to get a little piece back. That's pretty cool. So that's something that Beer and Sunshine is going to be doing. I'm sure Scott and I are going to be working together, and hopefully we can do something to really support craft beer.
Yeah, and it's just like takes. Not everybody's going to wear my shirt, not everybody's going to wear their shirt. So it's not like we're competing that way. If we can help each other both grow as one, we can make more impact out there. I'm also doing, if anybody does goes to my Instagram, hashtag Hopster Nation, and they do a chug. Working with Beer the Official. They're going to give $1 to first responders for every chug that's on my Instagram, up to $10,000. So that's a huge thing for first responders. So if you just give us some love and go to our Instagram, hashtag Hopster Nation, do a chug, free money for first responders. So that's a cool thing that they're doing that I found through the love of Instagram.
Just make sure you're chugging beer.
Yeah, well, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to chug a beer for some weird Facebook group that I got invited to, so I may be killing two birds with one stone. You don't know.
Wait, what group is that? Is it called Chuggers?
Yes, it is.
I'm on that group myself. I think I've done one chug on there, but it's pretty interesting. And it is beer.
Yeah, there's we had people that we interviewed a couple days ago.
It's not even. Oh no! I'll send you a link. Okay.
Cool. So it's funny because you've got a number of breweries that are in your area, and obviously, once you go across the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, everybody knows about Tampa St. Pete. It's just sort of mecca for Florida craft beer. Have you started to work your way down as well? Because I know Fort Myers is really starting to explode, and Naples is really starting to show up as well.
Yeah, they are. Punta Gorda has Well, Big Storm's a big brewery in this area. They've got 3 tap rooms also, looking to grow until.
I think in total they have like 8 or something insane.
I don't know, but
They're everywhere.
well, they are everywhere. But so they bought Fat Point, which is their sister company, which is out in Punta Gorda. And they're looking to expand, buying other brands, and but yeah, Naples is big too. Believe it or not, I just went to their beer fest, and it was. I don't know if you've ever been to Naples. Not really that anybody really our age should go to Naples, but for this beer fest, it was absolutely ridiculous. There must have been 150 to 200 vendors, and it was packed, which I was shocked for demographic-wise age. It was well worth it. So if you ever get a chance to go to that, do it. But yeah, the scene is huge, man. And, you even get into bigger, obviously you get into North Carolina, you get all those other areas, which I loved it and drooling to get into those areas.
Charlotte's amazing. Charlotte's incredible. I was there for 4 years, and that's what got me into craft beer. Charlotte is incredible.
So yeah, it's not, it's just
Really
as much off as we can, and handle, and then move forward to the next one. And hopefully, I'd like to live in an RV and just drive around the United States, be in the Hopster, and taking care of my gear, making new friends.
You can kidnap me and take me with you. My wife will not try it. I actually tried to convince my wife to live out of a Honda Element. And we were gonna travel around the country.
Honda Element.
Yeah.
No, you need at least a transit van.
I don't think they make it anymore, but I love mine. Until it fell apart in like a year, which is weird for a Honda. But anyway, I digress. So, but yeah, I totally want to live out of like an RV or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's my ultimate goal.
do that. We'll take you guys with us. You guys have come.
Hey, no problem. I'm still working my way through Florida, and I've told Steve many a times I just need to go camp out in Pensacola. There's enough going on up there that's crazy.
Oh, what's better than drinking in a establishment, walking outside, and falling asleep? Very responsible.
Hey,
Yeah, well, if you guys make your way over here to the Sarasota area, we will give you the grand tour. We'll start with Brew Life here. I don't know if we'll get too far after this place. This place is like Cheers. Brew
It's that good, huh?
Unique brewery in that whenever you come here, obviously not now because of the quarantine, but when you come here on any average night, you get the same group of people sitting at the bar, and then you have all the random people come in, but it's the same group. It's awesome. It's like Cheers. It's ridiculous. It's so much fun here. A lot of fun. And this is like the brewer's bar. So if you're a brewer at another brewery, when you're done working, you come here. You come drink here. This is the fun spot. It's a fun spot.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, and if you guys ever get over here, wow.
Did we lose connection?
Dave, was that you lagging or was that me lagging?
You hate Cheers or something? Did I say something wrong?
No. You guys are good.
yeah, we've been losing connection a little bit, unfortunately. Yeah, because there's enough going on.
And Dave is gone. And that's funny because he actually controls the stream, so I can't even end this if we wanted to.
You cut out there, Dave.
Yeah, Dave is completely gone.
Dave's not here.
Dave's not here, man.
It's our stream now. What do you guys want to do? I got more beer in my fridge. Yeah, if you guys ever get out this way, we have enough of the smaller breweries that are hidden that you won't even be able to go to unless you know where they're at.
And gentlemen, let me
Welcome back.
know what you think, but yeah, thank you. One of the places I need to take Steve to is Corporate Ladder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a newer place. I'd say, 7 months, 6 months ago?
Longer than that now because
Yeah.
they were.
That's what I knew about it, yeah.
They were on Beer and Sunshine as a guest. We had an episode with Krista from Corporate Ladder. Although I don't think she's there anymore. But yeah, we had them on back in 2018.
Area where no one knows, Moccasin Wallow exit. But it's I went in there just because I heard about it and just stopped in and said hello. Actually, one of the bartenders that works there. It's a cool place. But it's cool to see. I hate to say this is my first time here because of this podcast itself. So that's what we're hoping to, really understand and meet new people and spread the word. So they're popping up.
Nice.
And hopefully more to make it better. We're at.
This ship is sinking fast.
Dave's internet is slowly crapping out on him, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Can you guys hear me okay?
up more.
Yeah. His internet is garbage. I think it's just going downhill every day.
Good beer. Is that hazy hot?
It probably is by now.
I've never had one of those.
No, it's delicious. Amazing.
You told me you had that at the last podcast.
Yeah.
So we definitely do have a road trip ahead of us, heading in that direction.
Right?
That is.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah, Dave's internet completely crapped out on him. One of
I'm not sure
the
if
questions
you can
that
hear us, guys, but we cannot hear you if you're there.
oh my god, I can hear you perfectly fine, but I think because Dave died, we all died.
What a shame. What a shame. I can see him.
Yeah, you can see me, but you can't hear me, huh? I know my mic's on. All right, so we're going to wrap it up because I think we're all having technical difficulties at this moment.
It stinks.
Dave, go ahead and shut it down if you can. I don't think I can wrap up the show from here.
Good amount. Pretty much. Use it up right there.
Yeah, Facebook picks us up just fine. All right, well,
Why are we watching Starving Kids?
thanks for coming, guys. Yeah, and we will end this now, and we will call it an evening.
Oh, you know?
Ever.
I love me some football. I love me sport. I love sports.
It's like to play sports, but I just never got into watching
I
them
love
on TV.
sports. It's being said, a lot more to do.
That to me, at least,
And it also goes with beer.
at least you have that though. That's good. I always just felt like the weirdo. I would always hang out. Always hang out at like football parties and